Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Peg. I should have been coming back to the main menu every time so you can see the title and the name. It's not like it really takes any time to do any of this. I guess we're try 15. These puzzles have been frustrating me and I've hit a interesting point where I can't really afford the time to take a break that is so large that, like, I don't know, maybe the best way to say this, I just can't do that. I cannot take 2 or 3 days off and not play this game to potentially refill my reservoir of tolerance, as pretty much what I would call it. So what if we did something more on the lines of this? Let's see. If I swung this one over this way, and then this one back and this one back, that wouldn't be too bad. Of course, now that leaves this one piece, so I have to manage this in a way. Alright, so if I do this and then jump this way and then jump this way, gotta get this last one to work somehow. Guess this one would work, maybe. If we jump this here, then the problem is this can only jump this way. So at some point this needed to be in a different place. Let's put it here. And that won't quite work yet. I guess what I needed to do is something like this, so then I could, yeah. So if I jump this here, then jump this, then jump this, then jump this, I'm only left with some slight problems. This one allows us to piggyback all the way here. But maybe that's not the right move. Let's see. If I jump this to this point, we might as well do it. And then jump this over here. That doesn't really solve anything, and that doesn't really solve anything. We're so close. But this killer final move in this instance would be alright. What if we move this piece around some more? If we jump to this, that won't work. But what if I did that and that? Got it. I'd like to move on, so as soon as I get one puzzle remaining to, like, I need apparently one more. Is that the number? Yes, one more puzzle solved before I can unlock the previous one. So let's try 17 and see if we ever even looked at 17. These puzzles all look so similar. It's very difficult to tell. They are definitely playing with some ideas, however. Some of this really does feel like it's just odd numbers, too. So if I did this, and then that one, and then that one. And we could put this here, jumping this, and then if I could jump that, that would finish that. So I need to get rid of the blue ones for a second. Blue, then blue, then hop here. Now this piece and this piece probably could get next to each other. Let's see how this works. But this is getting a little bit tricky. I think I've got it though. There we go. And since I've done all of those and unlocked this, I'm ready for some variety, so let's do this. But the number of puzzles equals the number of dots, and each one of these puzzle boards are getting higher. There's now 17 puzzles, and I need 14 of them to unlock the next section. And even though I know this is a pegboard game, so you really can't add any rules unless you just completely change the game like Fox and the Flock did, I can't help but feel as if this game would be improved by some new element. Frankly, when you transfer a game like this from the real world to the digital world, you should offer something new, and you have the reset and you have the undo, and that's good. But it feels like I wouldn't mind a shuffle button that would rearrange things as a special power. I wouldn't mind a lightning button that would zap one peg so you got closer. When you add in cheats like that, I wouldn't mind if the game came back and said you would get a special achievement if you beat all the levels without cheats, and it kept account of that. Those are definitely elements I would like to see. Jump that. This is probably a very simple puzzle. Actually, we've got the reds. Now can we just get the blues? If this goes down there, that doesn't work. If this goes down there, that doesn't work. And those are the only two options, so somewhere we made a mistake. How about we use this to our advantage? Well, that still doesn't work, but I think that's probably closer to what we're supposed to do. I may just have to reset. So let's put this here, move this out of the way, put this here. Now we need this to jump this at some point, but I don't see how I do that without also messing with some other things. I think you need to move something into one side, if I was to guess. But so start moving everything to the right. And I'll move this back this way. This back this way. Take that one. Alright. If this goes up here, it could come back to this point, and that's about as far as it can go. If this goes here, then these two are just on separate spots, and that doesn't help. I'm trying to figure out what we could do, and I'm not sure there's anything we could do. So maybe I need to try something different. If I take this out, then this out, I can nope. There's something special here. It's probably this central peg. Maybe it's the central peg. Maybe I'm supposed to just go in circles like that, and then we'll just put this on the other side to get it gone. And can I go in circles now? Yes, I can. this doesn't seem like this will work. Once again, we have this killer peg that is screaming a need to only have one peg at the end in it. If I do this, nope. So is there a different way to go about this? Maybe if we started by doing this? No. Maybe it's a crossover thing? No, that doesn't work. And I'm pretty well assuming that there would be no reason for it to go in a figure 8 pattern. This one can't move. This one can't move. This one can't move. This one can't move. This one can move. So what? Maybe. Maybe now I can get this out of the way. I can't get rid of this piece. I need it. I could go up here and up here. And I can do this fine. But that doesn't. You're still in that killer section, and that's just 13 steps. There's nothing else you can do. Only 2 pieces on the first step are movable. This piece and this piece. You're either going one way or the other. Because we got rid of that single spaced area, I don't think you can actually succeed now. Right now I can't jump with this. I could jump with this. That wouldn't help. I can jump with this. I can't jump with that. Let's just play with some things here. See if we can get it to work better. Alright, I've got to find a way to get rid of this piece. And I don't see any way of that happening. So I've got all the blues done. and not in the way. But I would need something else. Well, that's puzzle 1. Let's try puzzle 2. I've got about 8 minutes left, and I think I'm ready to rage quit this game. It's a funny reason to rage quit a puzzle game, but I just don't have enough in me to keep playing this, and it's gonna just eat up all my time. And almost certainly, I will eventually finish this game. Like, I will play it off screen in calming scenarios. Like, that is highly likely to happen, but the pressure of recording footage and trying to criticize it, on top of just playing all these puzzles back to back, when frankly I probably only want to do 4 or 5 of these puzzles, or more accurately, probably only want to spend about 30 minutes on these puzzles in 1 month's time. All of these, I suppose, kind of add up to the same lessons, I think. I think even at this point I've probably made a mistake. Let's try number 4. Yeah, they're just gonna be all the same. You usually don't recognize this when you're playing a game. You don't get to what is the second of 2 acts or the halfway point of a game and then realize that there's nothing new coming. But in this instance, that's exactly what I feel and I know, is there is literally nothing new coming down this road. And there's the killer solution again. Let's try number 5. Like, just give everything 1 attempt, I suppose. Almost certainly you would want to get the blue things gone first. And playing towards a symmetry very possibly is not the right move. And when you hit this, you've lost. I'm starting to learn the lose conditions. Yeah, well, found a way to win. So I guess that wasn't actually a lose condition. Just certainly felt like it. But you can probably feel that I'm too frustrated with this game. I've tried to take a break. It's been a couple hours since I last played, and that's all I can really afford it. And so if every single episode going forward is just gonna be me going ugh and just being frustrated with it, I might as well not play a game if I'm not gonna have fun with it. And this one feels too much like a chore. Yep, that's definitely not the solution. I'm rather confused as to what the solution on this would even be. Because it's this central point piece is so crucial that I don't think you can get rid of it. And if you can't get rid of it, you can't really do anything. I got the blue down to 2. I could do this. I don't know why that would help anything though. Alright, moving on. We did 5, that must have been 6. Let's try 7. This looks like this would be a possible puzzle. Let's see. Here. And then here. And then I'm just shaking my head. And totally I'd be able to get these eventually. But not quick enough to satisfy me. I've hit the rage quit level. Of course, the phrase rage quit for me is more of a joking term than a throwing a controller through the screen term. I've never been an angry video game player. And see, we're not even going to look at the rest of these. Like, we can go to 17 and see how complicated it gets. It's not even apparent, however, how complicated that really is. So I made it to 1,427 moves. 4 hours and 43 minutes according to this. So almost 5 hours. And 55 out of 127 puzzles. And whatever this is, I don't know. We never really figured out what this no, we did figure out what this did. we never really figured out what this did. It seemed to only ever so slightly change the background. And then the music never shuffles on its own. And I don't like the selections of the music, frankly. I don't think they were intelligently thought. There's no way to really skip, as best as I can tell. Like, I can't just click on this and say, hey, let me play. But clearly getting to this board, there's 1, 2, 3 plus another 5, so there's 8 plus another 6. So 16 plus another 6 would be a 22 puzzles on this board, if there's one puzzle for each piece. And then over here you have 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, plus these two, which is 32. So 32 more puzzles on this. And if it only takes 14 to unlock this, I imagine it wouldn't take much more than that to unlock the last thing. And once you've done all those puzzles, I imagine that's kind of it. Although there is this thing. I have 55 of 80 according to this, and I don't know if this is a daily thing or an online thing. Honestly, this game did try to connect to the internet, so it must have some kind of daily puzzle. But I can't really suggest Peg any more than I've played it. You can't even see the credits. Interesting. It's a very simple program. Like, no credits, no copyright, nothing on any of the screens. Yeah, I don't know why I just said I can't suggest this game. Like, if you want to play Peg games on the PC, this will do it for you. And as best as I can tell, it's the only game on Steam that will do it. Fox and the Flock certainly didn't. On the other hand, too, Fox and the Flock was only about an hour's worth of gameplay, even though it had some lovely narration. And so I wouldn't really be happy paying the $2 for that game. Whereas this, if I was paying $2 for this and I really, really love these things and I stretch it out over a month, I can see it's worth that. And I can see if you like Peg games, playing this. So I would recommend it to those people. But in general, gamers, like, either you would play this because you're bored or you're in a place where you're not capable of playing a better game. And that's really where these came from, is from a time now since lost where you don't always have a cell phone that's connected to the internet. You can find almost anything more interesting than doing these puzzle games. There's not a massive amount of logic into it, so the patterns are not worth even learning. It's not like a Rubik's Cube where there'd be competitions against us, although there very possibly is some pegboard game competition out there. It's not worth people's time. This is a board game in the sense you play it when you're bored, in a world where people never get bored or never need to get bored. And by transferring it to a PC, they really haven't done anything. This doesn't even look like it would work or look too good on a cell phone game, because, well, the animation's just kind of unimpressive and it's taking up too much of a screen. Maybe if there was a cell phone version, you'd swipe between the different challenges. But it does certainly say something as we're wrapping up here that I'm rage creating a puzzle game. That means there's not enough here to interest me. Plus some major mistakes. This is way too much yellow. Way too much yellow. Put a different background on it. A contrasting background. Have the music cycle through the 5 songs instead of making me select it. Clearly this was a simplistic program. If somebody told me more than 3 people made this game, I would be very surprised. But there's nothing really underlying this game. There's nothing secret to criticize. It is what it is. And for what it is, it's probably not worth your time. And I've determined at this point it's not worth my time. So this is one of the few games that I don't play all the way to the end. It's a growing list, and it will always grow. Not all games are worth your time. Some games are even worth playing if you only go halfway through with them. I wouldn't say particularly though that this was one of them. That's it for this series. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on Twitter or Facebook, Tumblr, Google+, Steam, or Battle.net, all of those links are down below in the description. If you like what I'm doing and want to support me, you can either friend me on Steam and gift me a game there, or give me a Steam code directly through Twitter's direct messages. That helps more than me trying to run ads, and even the 99-cent level games like this one are worth looking at least some, at least for a little while. It'll probably be a while before I decide to play another puzzle game, and growingly in my old age I seem to get frustrated with puzzle games and not finish them more than I used to in my youth. Anyways, that's it for this series. Thanks for watching. Have a good evening.